Hey, it's Andre and it's time for the first Friday flying update of February. That's right, January went by rather rapidly, and thank goodness because it was cold and we only got out to fly once. So, kind of excited because this weekend the weather looks flyable, which means I'm gonna fly this guy, gonna fly that guy, and definitely flying that guy. So, I guess up first is the Spitfire from 3D Lab Prints. It is all set and ready to go. Just gotta drop in some power and off we go. And I guess this will be the real test to see how this airplane handles the conditions outside, particularly in the cold. If anything, I would suspect some of the CA glue joints would be the issue at hand, and less about the printing. But I'm kind of excited, I'm kind of nervous. It should be really fun to see how well it holds. And no, I'm not going to try and crash it right away. I think I'm going to try and let it survive a bit. What's been really interesting, because I'm now printing parts for the Stearman, I have been playing around and learning simplified 3D and getting better and better, talking with it and figuring out how to work with the printer. And we've been talking in the community about what settings work and everything. And you can really see in the banding, or you probably can't see it on that camera, but anyhow, there's a lot of banding in the print where the one I did last night was starting to look a lot better. I'm really coming to terms with the settings and starting to understand the ANET A8 a little bit more. And just having a lot of fun printing off parts. I mean, that's a landing gear piece. There's a motor piece. That's, you know, I got to buy a motor to actually work with that setup, but it's getting there. And, you know, a little tire. And a seat, you know, so what, FPV, pan and tilt, Barbie and Ken, I don't know. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this printer turns out and how the plane develops. Next up, the weekend it was kind of nasty outside, so I got to work and started building this plane, the Alpha, the STEM Alpha. And the kids who designed this thing, pure genius, pure amazing. It was such an enjoyable, I hadn't built a flight test plane in a while, so it was really nice just to break out the glue gun, you know, get the knife and start working away. And what's really nice in the collaboration, the mix now between 3D printing and stuff, is little things like that. Power pod that Dan Sponholz designed. I went back and requested some design changes so it actually would slide in here and be, you know, drill a hole for the skewer, and ta-da, this thing is locked in. Flight Test recently introduced 3D printers to their storefront, and this is what they're talking about, and I completely agree, because the application of being able to do things in 3D and put them with the scratch build planes and everything, stunning, perfect DIY or do-it-yourself kind of community stuff. Fantastic to get into, so looking forward to the future. Now, I'm thinking 3S on this aircraft, and I noticed you can run a good size of batteries from 800 to a 2300 or something like that, or 1300. So this plane is going to stay on 3S. The Bravo, I'm thinking might go 4S because I got a bunch of 1800 4S batteries. And then the Charlie, well, the Charlie, I don't know. Anybody thinking EDF? Might be kind of fun and terrifying at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I've been wanting to fly this guy FPV forever, and I can't wait to get the EFXTRA out and fly FPV. So I got to charge up all my batteries, I got to get my ground station all set up, got to get my goggles all charged and check everything over one more time and just get out there and give it a go, because oh boy. Now, on the 3D end of it, I've really been enjoying the ANET A8. It is a phenomenal printer for the cost, and I'm having a lot of fun getting some pretty good results out of it and learning. And, you know, that's what I said in the beginning. It's been a month, and it's really been exciting. It does take time to print off a lot of this stuff, so you've got to be patient with it and give it the time it needs. You got to set it up. You got to pay attention to details. And I have heard everybody's requests, and I will endeavor to build a how-to series or something to that nature, to explaining, you know, so how you get from point A to point B, talk a little bit about the software, and learning the slicers, and you know, some of the little tips and tricks and tools that I like to use just to make life a little easier. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Podcast this weekend with the FT After Hours crew, so pay attention to social media. We'll talk about the timings and everything, because I think it'll be a little later in the evening when we do it. But we're ready to go. It looks like the weekend's flyable, so thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Have a fantastic weekend.